Hey, how we doing today? It is
Hey.
Friday, October 28th, and you are listening as well as now watching the podcast by Amada. Hey, we always try to bring you the best from the adult industry, and I believe today we have. Please welcome to the show, Arietta Adams. How we doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, how did you get into this fun world of the adult industry?
Um, Long story short, I went to an after party for something that was at a porn star's house.
Okay,
And I ended up like networking and meeting a bunch of people, and then a couple months later, I'm shooting my first porn scene.
okay. And how was that shooting your first thing?
It was fun. I worked for facial abuse as my first scene, so like it was intense.
Oh wow.
Probably would have been more fun, or not more fun, but like better with like casting couch or something. But
Right.
facial abuse was fun, I guess. But for a first scene, that was intense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's I've seen some of those scenes and it's like, oh, this is brutal. Would it be something that you would be willing to do again now that you've, grown into, your couple of years that you've been in the industry?
I mean, I was down to do it again, but the owner has showed himself on the internet being a racist piece of shit. So I don't really support that. So because of that, no. But if that wasn't the case, then yeah, I would.
Okay, so like say if it was another type of company, you'd be willing to do it.
Yeah, I like rough stuff. If it was like a similar company and the owner wasn't like that, then hell yeah, I would be down. But I don't know.
Okay.
If you're a
Okay.
shitty person, I don't want to work for you. Sorry.
There you go. There you go. Hey, now you took some time off to work on your music and stuff. How's that going?
It's been good. I actually have a show today in
Oh, okay.
Fort Lauderdale. I'm really excited. I'm kind of nervous. I've been like listening to my music all morning, trying to like hype myself up and shit.
There
But
you
it's
go.
been good. I've been like, I know I need to drop more music. I don't drop that much music at all, but I've just been focused more on like creating music and finding my sound that I want before I drop like albums and stuff like that. But I definitely have enough music too.
Yeah. 'Cause I was kind of thinking is like, if you say you did, your own type of scene or your own little movie spit, there's a way you can do an adult scene and then incorporate your music into that as well. So,
Yeah, I tried to. I've done some like lingerie guitar playing on OnlyFans and stuff, but I also don't want my music to be like pigeonholed into something where it's like, oh, she's just a porn star who makes music. I kind of want my music to be like a whole
right.
separate brand of who I am because I'm not just a porn star. Like, music is something I've
Right.
always been interested in. So I want my music to be like for everybody's ears type shit. Like, I wouldn't want people who are like minors and shit like that to not be able to listen to my music because I do porn and shit like that. Like, I want my music to be for like everybody.
Okay, definitely makes sense. Now you were just this last weekend at Exotica. How was that?
It was so fun. I fucking love Exotica. It's so exhausting, like emotionally, just like interacting with so many people. But like my fans and the people who like came and supported me, I love them so much. I had a great time. Like, it was really fun.
Okay. Now the fans who are gonna watch this, um, if they've never experienced something like that, the minute they walk in, what can they expect to see? Type of stuff.
Oh man. The minute you walk into Exotica, there's just tons of sexually liberated people. Like, there's booths everywhere, porn stars walking around everywhere. Nobody has clothes on, like, but like lingerie type clothes on. And there's like fetish people everywhere. You can get massages. They had food. They didn't have drinks, but they have drinks in Miami, I think. Or maybe they did have drinks and I just didn't go to the VIP section. I don't know. But there's like stripper poles everywhere, music, live performances, porn stars walking around everywhere, cam girls everywhere. Uh, you can get massages. I already said that. They have an axe throwing thing. I still want to do that. I haven't done it. I've been seeing it the past couple times. I want to throw some
Yeah.
axes. But there's lots of fun stuff and activities. There's like camera guys everywhere, people getting interviewed everywhere. There's probably like 100, 200 booths. Like there's a ton of shit there. New Jersey's the biggest as far as I know, but all of the shows are fun.
Right. Yeah, and they also have like seminars. I believe they had a seminar if you were interested in getting into the industry. Some of the people who are in the industry give you a step by step on how to do that.
I forget there are seminars. I've never sat in a seminar, but they do have seminars.
Yeah, yeah. Now, did you have your own booth there?
Yeah, I did. This New Jersey was the first time I ever had my own booth, and it was a really good turnout, and I had a great time, and it was like a lot of fun. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know if anybody was gonna show up, but like they did.
All right. Now, what type of merchandise did you have for the fans to buy?
I had posters, air fresheners, stickers I was giving away. I had a little spin the wheel game, and I had 8x10s. But
Okay.
next time I'm hoping to have hoodies. I'm gonna sell the rest of my t-shirts, and I'm gonna get some DVDs.
Okay. All right. Now that's you're gonna have that hopefully for the Washington D.C. show that you're gonna be at.
Yeah, I applied for a booth, but it might be too late. But if I can get a booth, I'm gonna go. But if I can't get a booth, I'll just see everybody in Miami at the
Ooh,
next year.
okay. Now, are you still stripping in Florida? And if so, how's that going?
Not really. I don't dance that much.
It just
Sometimes.
okay.
I was dancing at this little club in Stuart, Florida at the
Mhm.
beginning of the year, but the manager came at me crazy, so I walked out and I never went back.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then why
Yeah,
wouldn't want
she
to.
said the customers were mad that I was telling people that I was a porn star. I just laughed. I was like,
Oh,
what are you talking about? That just sounds like jealous bitches are talking about me, honestly. I don't
right.
think customers are mad that a dancer is a porn star. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they be mad? Like,
Exactly. Shoot. Oh, now I checked the IAFD. I searched your name, and according to them, I think you have 148 credits to your name right so far, but I think it's more than that.
I think it is more than that. I've done like a shit ton of scenes. Some aren't even out. Like I just saw a scene dropped recently from 2019. Like these companies put these scenes up in the vault and then they just drop them randomly.
Yeah, yeah, just drop it when they want. Yeah, I've seen that done. Um, Now, do you there's a fun story you have with the drive-in weed and a gum wrapper, I believe. That you told on another show or something.
At a drive-in,
Yeah, drive-in, some
I mean,
weed, a
I
gum
think
wrapper or something.
the first time I ever squirted was at a drive-in when I was a teenager.
Okay,
I remember
that might.
that. I used to roll up weed and gum wrappers if I didn't have anything
Okay,
to
that's
smoke
what it
out of.
was. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Can you tell a little bit about that story?
Um, I don't know if I smoked the gum wrapper weed the same night as I squirted in the drive-in, but I remember I went on a date with this dude when I was like, I forgot how old I was. I was like 16 or 17 or whatever. And my hometown has a drive-in. They still have the drive-in. It's like really fun, honestly. But and we went there and then I don't even remember what movie we were watching, but I know we were definitely probably hotboxing my car. It was my car. And we went to the back seat and then we like started like fucking or whatever. And then he made me squirt all over my seats. Did not have leather seats. I had like a fucking Hyundai Elantra. Like that shit was nasty. I got squirt all over the back of my car.
See,
But I was sorry, somebody just knocked at my door. Um but yeah, I
do you
squirted.
want to do you want to go check that? That's fine if you want to go see who it is.
I probably should.
Okay,
Is that
that's fine.
okay?
Yes,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know
right.
who's at my
Right.
door.
Yeah, go ahead. Go check.
Is this live?
Yeah, it's live. I'll
Oh,
fill in. I'll fill in. I'll fill in
let's see.
why.
I'll take y'all on the adventure. Who's at my door? I think.
All right, guys. We're gonna find out who's at the door. Who's at the door?
Oh, it's groceries. I ordered groceries.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go get him. That's fine.
Oh my goodness. I forgot I ordered groceries. This is
Yeah, that's
horrible.
okay. That's okay.
By the way, we're turning this into a cooking show.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, guys. She had for those of you guys tuning in. She had a knock on the door, and she went to check who it is, and they
Okay.
delivered some food for her. So
I'll put these away later.
that's all right. There
Right?
we go.
Okay. I think it'll be fine. Cool. My
All right.
bad. That was
Okay. That's all right.
intermission.
There we go.
Whoopsie.
So what? Okay, so the world wants to know, what did you order?
Just groceries. I've honestly been a hot mess since I got back from Exotica. Like the first day I just needed to decompress and I didn't do anything. And then the second day I probably slept like 24 hours between like 2 days. Like I was so exhausted. I had to recharge my body.
Okay. Um, Speaking of Exotica, do you have any like fun, wild stories that happened there that you would like to discuss or say or talk about?
I don't know. Nothing too wild happened this time.
How about in the past? Anything happened in the past that?
I mean, there's been past years where people fight. Like that happened. I don't think there was any fights this time. But it does make me think this year apparently somebody was putting bullshit in the edibles that they were giving out, which is kind of scary because I took a bunch. I didn't eat them, but I took them.
Right.
But I threw them away after I found this out. But people were like passing out and leaving in stretchers and shit like that.
Oh wow, that's
Because I
crazy.
guess there was something in the edibles. Some sources say it was fentanyl, but then Exotica said that it wasn't fentanyl. But
Right.
Lord knows. But apparently these people were like taking these edibles and nodding off and shit like that. But sometimes edibles make you do that shit anyway. Like even if
No.
it is just weed, like that shit can make you like sway and look like you're super fucked up, but you're really just really high. And weed can cause psychosis and shit too. People go to the hospital on edibles all the time. So it really could have been that. I'm hoping it was just that, but I threw that shit away.
Yeah, 'cause it's like I mean, depending on how your system is, I mean, you could eat half a brownie and be fine. Another person take a little bite of it and they're, in the ICU for a week. So.
Yeah,
Now,
this
when with all your 3 years in the industry, do you have a favorite scene that stands out?
I don't know. There's a good handful of scenes that I really like. I would say my favorite ones are definitely the Gonzo ones where they dress you up super hot and then you just get straight to fucking, like all them
Yeah.
hard X, lesbian X, evil angel, that type of shit, or like anything that's Mike Adriano's sites. I fucking love Mike Adriano. He has the best set ever. They treat you like a princess. I love that shit. I would rather just get hot and get fucked over pretend like I'm a child any day, you know? Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he's got some really nice stuff, and it's really intense. So if you like that type of stuff, definitely, check out Mike's stuff.
Yeah, I do. I like intense stuff, I would say. I like it kind of rough, but not too rough, but just enough.
Yeah. Other than the facial abuse, what is the most intense scene you've done since, that facial abuse one, you think?
I don't know. Like, I've done some intense scenes, but I've yet to do like a really like hardcore type scene like that since. I don't even think I've shot like a boy girl since, honestly. I I get booked mostly for like random shit, honestly.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. And I'm trying to think. I have a horrible memory. I have horrible ADHD. I'm like trying to like recall shit, like flip through my brain. I'm like, what have I done? It all kind of just blends together after a while. But they don't book me for that much intense shit. Honestly, I played
Mm.
mostly like the little teeny bopper stepsister, step whatever, daughter, brother, not a
Right.
brother, daughter, sister, whatever the fuck. All them little taboo. That's like been like the majority of my scenes, I would say. And like Mike Adriano shit, it looks intense on camera, but it's really not that intense in real life. Like it's just the camera angles and all the lube and like the sloppiness and shit like that. But it's really
Right.
not a rough scene, I would say. I do want to get booked for that. Like I want to have people book me and like tie me up and shit. But maybe I'll just deter them because I'm so pale or something. I'm gonna like get super bruised up. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Mike. Hey, if you're listening, Mike Adriano, if definitely book Arietta. Definitely for sure. Um, would you consider? I believe Kink does it. Those like dungeon type scenes
Yeah,
where they
I
get
would
tied
do it.
up,
I
torture.
I DM them all the time. Like I tweeted them, I DM them all the time. They follow me. I don't know. I'm like, please book me. I want to work with y'all. What's the deal, friends? But I don't know. They
Yeah,
won't. They won't. They have
I know.
it.
I know. A lot of the performers they'll ask their fans, DM, like you were saying, the Kink or whoever it is, DM and tell them you want, you know, Ariata on your site, and then hopefully, with enough requests, they'll finally do it. So hopefully
Yeah.
that happens. Definitely, hopefully that happens for you.
I think it would be so fun. I want to be tied up. I've never done that ever. Not even in my personal life. Well, my personal sex life is kind of lame, but
Yeah.
I want to do it for kink. That'd be so fun. I'll just keep DMing them. I'll just DM them every day and be like,
Yeah.
please, please. Like,
And like I said, have your followers, your fans, have them DM them too that you want to be on there.
oh well.
Now, say I won the lottery and I could set up a fantasy scene for you, any type of theme, any type of concept with you and any performer from the past, who would you choose and why?
Um, that's a good question. That is a good question. Um, I don't know. Maybe like a girl anal scene with Adriana Chechik. I've
Okay.
always been such a huge fan of hers, and she retired from porn.
Yeah. She believe broke she had a back
Yeah, she had
operation,
a
broke.
horrible ass injury. Prayers for Adriana Chechik. I hope she makes a full
Yeah,
recovery and
yeah,
speedy recovery. I
definitely.
love her. I don't even think she knows who I am, but I'm such a big fan. Anytime people are in interviews, they're like, "Who's your favorite?" I'm like, "Adriana, I love you." Like,
Definitely. And I'll definitely when I post this, I'll definitely tag her so hopefully she'll tune in and see your shout out for sure.
I love her. She's so hot. She's
Yeah.
just so hot and such a good performer. I'm just like, ugh. Or Angela White. Angela White's super fucking hot. She has huge ass titties. Just love
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Now what type of scene would you want with her? With the either one of those two?
Probably like a super hot, slappy, lesbian anal.
In a torture chamber type stuff?
Yeah, maybe, but like make it pink.
Okay. All
Make
right.
it torture me.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, let's talk about your music with your releases that you've got.
Okay.
You've got a single, "Going Dark," also 3 a.m. and "Where the Racks Be."
Yeah.
And are you looking to perform or coming up with another, new music?
Yeah. Today I'm gonna perform a song that I don't have out yet that
Oh,
I should be dropping soon. But I'm gonna definitely perform like two of those songs that I have out.
okay.
Not sure which one. I
Can you?
might do my rap song, but I'm trying to like I don't know, I was working with management when I made that song that was trying to like push me into like this like country rapper, white girl type thing, and that's just like not me. Like I can sing and I'm kind of emo, so like, well, why am I making rap music? You know, like not that like I love rap music. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like if I can sing, why don't I? You know, is yeah, but. People love that song, honestly. That's like everybody's like, you're a rapper. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a rapper.
All right. Now, we have a new segment on our show that we do. We've done it for the last 4 or 5 shows, and it's called My Dirty Little Secret. And this is where the guests, if they have one, it's not like mandatory, but I mean, we've had some where someone stated out that they stole like a pack of gum when they were like in 3rd grade. That was their dirty little secret. It's something as intense as someone wanted a threesome with, their 3 favorite, porn stars and some other guy. So, do you have a dirty little secret you'd like to tell the world?
Um, when I did dance earlier this year, there
Mhm.
was this dude who was like a foot dude. He was like submissive as fuck and wanted me to like stick my feet in his mouth. And the first time I saw him, it was just feet stuff. But then the second time we got like the little like champagne room or whatever,
Mhm.
and we did the feet stuff. But then he kept asking me to eat my pussy. And then I was like, no, sir, you're not STD tested. And he's like, I've been married for the past however many years. I've never been STD tested. And he said he was like 56, never been STD tested. I was like, and that's why you're not eating my fucking pussy. But I was drunk as fuck and I was playing with him. Like, I was like, yeah, just lay down on the ground. I like was in my little dominatrix mode. I was like, get down on the fucking ground, bitch. Like, get down. And then I stuck my feet in his mouth and then I peed on him. And I never told the club or anybody at the club. I just told the girl I was friends with at the club. I was like, don't go into room 3. Like, just don't. And I never went back to that club.
Oh my goodness.
He's making me mad, so I peed on him.
Oh, that's a great one. Oh my god. Oh, that's great. now, now with your 3 years in, over 200 scenes, um, you know, dozen DVD, titles, and what else is left for you to do in the industry that you would like to accomplish?
I feel like I'm underrated. Like, I feel like there's a whole audience and fan base of people that I just haven't reached because for some reason I keep getting in these situations where it's like people take advantage of me or it's like the 1 step forward, 2 steps back type shit. So I feel like I'm in a good place now. I definitely made a name for myself, but I would say I'm still like people know who I am if you like thick redhead white girls. I want people to know who I am if you watch porn type shit, you know?
Right.
And like I did take like a little break from porn, so I definitely have to like rebuild that. And I know that's probably gonna take the same amount of time I took off, but I needed that break. I was going through some shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I just wanna excel. I wanna be like worldwide, world famous and shit. I wanna make it as far as I can in my porn because that will spread out into the other shit I'm trying to do, like music and stuff like that.
Right.
I
Right.
just wanna excel as much as I can in anything I'm in, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and what's that club that you're going to be performing at tonight? That way the fans can check it out.
It's That's a good question. I don't think it's a club. I have the address on the flyer. I posted the flyer on my Instagram and shit. I can send it to you once we get out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah,
Like,
send it to me. Then that way I can add it to the description
I
on here.
I can't add nothing like a picture in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what was I at here? Oh yeah. Um, what do you like to do in your spare time when if you even have it with the both careers going?
Honestly, I love to hang out with my cats. I have 3 cats. Love
Oh,
them to death. and they're so sweet and cute. I love my babies. I love to hang out with them and watch like dumb reality TV. Like I was watching this shit on Netflix called The Mole or whatever. It was fun. I think it's like a remake of this show that came out in like 2004 or some shit, but it was interesting. Or I like shitty cooking shows and stuff like that, like all that type of shit. But I also like to do like adventure shit. Like I'm not really pressed to go to like the club or out partying and shit like that, but I do love to go to this place by my crib called Butterfly World. It's like a butterfly sanctuary and shit, and I like to go to like museums and aquariums and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, what type of music do you like listening to when you're not obviously you're creating your own?
It depends. Like sometimes I like to listen to like heavy trap, rap, hip hop music, but then sometimes I like to listen to like 2000s music, and sometimes I like to listen to the old music I used to listen to in high school, or I don't know. Recently, I've been fucking with No Doubt a lot, like you know, like Gwen Stefani and her like little old band. Like
Right.
I've been listening to them like on repeat for some shit recently. That's just been my vibe.
Okay. Yeah. So it just it probably just depends on the type of mood you're in, then, right?
Yeah, definitely. I listen to a lot of music, but sometimes I like to just sit in silence.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, have you had any interaction like meeting fans in public, and if so, how did that go?
Yeah, I have. The times that it's happened, they're like super nervous, but then I get super nervous and I'm like geeking as much as they are. I'm like, oh my god, you know me? Like, like one time I went to Colombia one time with this girl to get her teeth done, and
Mhm.
when I was waiting in the dentist office for her, this fan recognized me and he was like shaking, and I was shaking. I was like, oh my god, you know me? I'm in Colombia. Wow. Like that was so fun. Or one time I met this fan at Publix. This was a long time ago. I wouldn't do this now, but I was like 19. I met this fucking fan and he was my age, and he kept like watching me in the aisles. Then he finally came up to me. He was like, "Are you Arietta?" Da-da-da-da. And I was like, "Yeah." And then I ended up inviting him over and we smoked together.
Oh, wow.
But
That
I
was
would never do that now. That was very dumb of me to do. But back in the day, I was a little more stupid.
Yeah, that probably made his month life to be able
Right?
to yeah, definitely.
I
All
forget
right.
his name, but if you're watching this,
Okay.
I remember you. Love you.
So 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 if a fan sees you, it's okay for them to come up to you and say hi
Hell
or
yeah.
picture or what?
Hell yeah. I feel like I have a mean face, like when I'm like just looking around and shit, but like I'm a nice person. I love meeting my fans. Like I'm probably gonna freak out just as much as you do that you know me. Like I'm gonna take all the pictures, like give all the hugs, everything.
Okay. Okay. And the reason I asked that is because I mean there's some performers that are like straight up no. That's why I go to the trade show. You meet me there, and so that's why I asked that question. That way the fans, if they do see you, they know either whether to come up to you or not. So
No, I'm nice.
okay. Now where can the fans find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Arietta Adams triple X or on Instagram at Real Arietta.
Okay. Now you don't have a TikTok, Snapchat, or
Oh,
anything like that?
I do have a TikTok. I forget. My TikTok is Let Arietta Live.
Okay.
And my Snapchat is banned. I do not have a Snapchat. I've never had a Snapchat. So if anybody's sending money to anybody on Snapchat pretending to be me, it's not me. I don't have a Snapchat.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just recently, I think month and a half ago, I decided to do get a TikTok. So I'm adding people, that I know and interview and stuff. So I'll definitely add you today.
Can I send you cat videos?
Sure, why not?
I send all the people I know on TikTok little videos I think is funny.
Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah,
Fuck yeah.
definitely. All right, okay. Um, again, we're on social media. They can find you on Twitter, TikTok, and what was it?
It's
Oh, Instagram. Instagram.
And I have um YouTube for my music, but it's not gonna come up if you just look up Ari, like
Mm,
ARIE. You gotta look up
mm,
like my song name and then Ari, and then it'll come up, and then I have a couple music videos they can watch. Maybe.
definitely, yeah. And I think that's in the description. I think I got that in there. If not, then I'll definitely add that too as well.
Oh hell yeah, you're the best.
All right. Hey, well, thank you for being on. I do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for letting me
you.
the grocery intermission.
Hey, yeah, definitely. Hey, you can't have you starving. Can't have you starving on live TV here.
Right?
And hey, you're welcome back anytime. We had a great time and would love to have you back sometime.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you like, subscribe to Arietta, and make sure you like and subscribe to myself as well. And we'll see you next time.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we're still live right now, so